What is up, everybody? Welcome to the RaptorStrike podcast, episode 10, a milestone episode for us. To our right, we have
Raptor Man 5.0.
5.0, not 5.1, not 4.9, 5.0. To my center, I have
Me,
not you, not him, not what, not he, you and me. I am Joey, aka Joey Schmoey, on all social media. What is up, everybody? I want a special shout out DJ Loco Amp. I don't know why I said local. Loco Amp for our theme song that y'all just heard. Round of applause for him. Noah, do you want to elaborate on our new theme song?
the main focus behind it was kind of the drift scene and just having fun. But the main part of it is just how blood pumping it is.
Gets you pumped.
It gets you pumped. So the flip side to that is we've already started on a couple storyboards to try to do an actual film with the song, and we're trying to figure out how we can not get in trouble, not get ourselves in trouble.
We're trying not to get arrested.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Yep. It's honestly really cool. I like the song. I'm into the drift funk hardstyle scene, and when I heard it, I was like, okay, like straight off rip. With those kind of music, yeah, with those kind of music, you kind of just start getting into it. Like, whoa.
Well, I know
it makes you drive like
well, the RPMs and the well, for the camera, it's the other way around.
No, it's right. No, it doesn't flip.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm doing this, but it's facing my way. So for the camera, it needs to go the opposite way.
No, the camera flips.
No.
The camera doesn't flip.
RaptorStrike would be backwards.
My guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just go with it.
Here, look at this. I do this. That looks like it's going down, and then I do this. It looks like it's going up.
Joey's the guy that says my right or your right, and we're both facing the same
It's
way.
not staged left.
Your right, my right, up, down, left, right, BA, start, select. But yeah, I really like the song. Really enjoyed it.
Boyd really just put a cheat code in.
Yeah. Did you hear me? I put the Konami code. What is up, everybody? How is Chad doing? What is up, Dad? Sup, Crow Dog? Tony? Alina? Geo, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I know, right?
Bro, it's been so long.
How is everyone's weekend going? I mean, I think being episode number 10 is a pretty big milestone for us, mostly because we've had a history of starting things and kind of like burn out.
Yeah.
But with this project, it's really, we've tried to stay on it and continue doing it. I think we just really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Something that's good is, and I recommend for everybody, is to
Extra righty Lucy.
I really recommend just having someone to talk to in general.
Yeah.
Like just
Therapy.
a little bit of therapy, but even just to sit down and, BS with each other and have a couple of laughs, or, it's a whole lot better than keeping everything to yourself, which I'm notorious for doing. It's like, I'll kind of just put things where they belong and that's about it, or not bring up certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But again, to DJ Local Amp, he's one of our first viewers that we had when we started this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And to go from hearing his music, enjoying it, and playing it in the truck, to now actually having something that you can drive the truck and you can look on the radio and it's our name on it. So we can drop that link. It's on his SoundCloud, but we have basically ownership of it. It should be on Messenger for you, or can I send it to the group chat?
I can't speak.
Nice. Yes, DJ Local Amp, thank you again. We're gonna start off this episode with how we always started off. Chat, how was y'all's day while we talk about ours? Noah, you want to go first?
Oh man,
What'd you say?
I was like, end week. Today was very interesting in the sense that it was a normal day. I got up, had breakfast, and I dropped the truck off at Discount, which I don't go to the one nearest my house. I pass like 4 or 5 of them to get to the one that I like, because they usually don't mess up. But drop it off. They have a ton of people there. And yeah, no. Agreed, Peter. And how are you doing? We haven't seen you in a while. But dropped the truck off at Discount. Took a couple of hours. They sent me a text that the truck was ready. I went back and they handed me back just the key fob for the Raptor, and I said, I'm guessing the locking lug nut key. Did y'all just put that on the cup holder or anything? They're like, yeah. It says right here on the paperwork that they put on the cup holder. Okay, cool. Go out to the parking lot, get in the truck, and I start looking around, rummaging through all the stuff. No, not that cup holder. I looked in the back cup holders, looked in the door, looked in the center, and I'm like, it's not here. So, got off the truck, went to go talk to the guys, and I'm like, hey, I'm just picking up my truck, and and there's no key. I don't have my key. And that started a snowball of itself. I mean, the guys went, two different workers went to go look in my truck for it. The manager went to go look for it. And you can just see like the panic ensue from the team, because now they're in the shop looking for it. And I can hear them, and they're like, somebody find that key, because you just used it. So it's like, how do you just use it and lose it? But at that same time, I'm sitting in the waiting area, and there's other guys in there, and they can hear what's going on. So they kind of turn to me, and they're like, what's going on? Like, what did they do that they're all... I said, oh, they lost the lug nut key to the locking lug nuts. And there's one guy, he's like, well, son of a... He's like, I told them not to lose mine, so they must have lost yours. And so they're like, man, that sucks. And, I guess they spent another, 15 minutes looking for it. By then, they called me up to the front again, and the manager's like, I really apologize. We lost it, and we're going to have to break them off and then put new ones on, and we'll give, we're not going to charge you for any of that. So it takes time for me to, I guess, get upset about certain things. And I kind of laughed it off, and of course everyone probably thought I was either high or something, because like they were mad for me, and I'm like, if they would have given me like a weird or sorry excuse or something, that's when I would start probably getting mad. But they're like, we're gonna fix it, we're gonna handle it, don't worry. And so I'm like, okay, cool, and I told them before you do anything or you have the guy do it, please warn them to just be careful with the powder coating, because
It's expensive.
that was expensive. Like it's like I get it, everything's expensive, but please, they're custom. So but I think the manager did it himself, because I saw him go grab tools and he disappeared for a while, and then he reemerged from the where the truck was, and he's like, all right, it's all been replaced. But they gave me the new key, and then along with the new key they gave me the sticker with like the key code. And they go, just in case we lose it again, we can order you the new key. And I'm like, so is this a regular thing that now y'all know you're going to lose it again? So you're like, just go ahead and save this sticker so that way we know what the key is, just in case we lose it. But yeah, all in all, it was a great day. I came back home, went to sleep, because I've just been really tired with work. And some might argue that I don't do anything at work, but it is what it is.
Felt.
Yeah. But that was my day. What about y'all?
My day was pretty good. So earlier this week, I was out of town pretty much all week this week, and I dropped my car off at work, and on Wednesday I get a FaceTime at the end of the day, and I get told your back windshield is shattered. And I was like, you're lying to me, like you're lying. And she showed me, and I was like, oh, that thing was shattered to oblivion.
So I got those pictures too, and so when I heard that the back window broke, I immediately looked at the weather. I was like, is it gonna rain? Because if it was gonna rain, I was gonna go over there and cover it. And like, I don't know how I was gonna put Gorilla Tape, to be honest with you, because I'm not gonna put a cinder block on there, but anything helps.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, it was broken. Most of it was, I say intact, but it wasn't like holes. There was like 2 holes, and then on Friday I had to drive back home, and I was terrified because the highway was fine.
Hit a bump wrong.
Yeah, the highway was actually I opened my door and I heard the shattering happen. And I'm on the highway, and I was scared of going to in my apartment. There's like 4 speed bumps before I have to get to my apartment, and I was like, oh, I'm terrified of that. I'm on the phone with my mom, and I'm like, it's gonna shatter. It's gonna happen. Like I put some tape over it, but the spots where I didn't put tape is where it started shattering. So I was like, so I get to my apartment. Thankfully it didn't shatter, and I'm like stressing out. But luckily, while I was out of town, my dad was calling a lot of places, and I appreciate, shout out to my dad for that. And this morning woke up and took it to the place about maybe 3 hours before the podcast started. I picked it up, and it's a brand new, it's a new windshield. It was a used windshield, and it had some of the old tint on it, but now I have defoggers again.
Hey, but whatever works.
Now they work.
Now the defoggers work, because when I got the tint the last time,
they cut them.
And because they're like, well, we can't do that, or I think it was tedious and they didn't want to do it.
No, Gio, please don't.
Gio,
be jealous.
No. That was a running joke back in school.
Yeah. No, I remember meeting Gio for the first time. Clicked on the wrong video. But yeah, we have it done, and now it has some, I guess it was the factory tint or something. It's like purple, and it's like cut in some places. But hey, tint works.
It's a good thing you didn't put the RaptorStrike sticker.
No, I'm glad I didn't, because I'm putting it on the back windshield. Now I might not. Now it's gonna go on my passenger window.
On your new car.
On my new car. Other than that, Noah had picked up my. Are you good?
Look at the chat.
Don't worry. He's been. Sorry. What's up, Nando? That's a homie.
Damn, Joey's getting kisses from the fans. Okay. Oh yeah, that's
So
flattering.
I'm taking applications. You need one. So Noah actually picked up my new rings today that I've been waiting on. So the first ring, I'm gonna get up and show the audience, but the first ring is silver with an onyx stone that has, what do you call that, diamond cuts on it.
Don't throw me under the bus like that, man.
You wouldn't fit.
Damn, he said I couldn't go under the Via bus.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I just noticed that we never use the sounds until right now. We use it on the first and then
No, we've used it.
No, we've used them a couple times.
A couple times, but we've used it more now than.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second ring is also silver with blue opal, which is really nice. It looks like an ocean. I'm hopping back and forth between this and ranked. Ranked for. Are you still playing R6? He was one of the R6 players back in college, and I hated that game. Hated that game with a passion.
I love that game, but I sucked at almost all of them. So.
Did you like R6?
Yeah.
I could not get into it. I was Call of Duty.
No. All right, and here he comes. So all of these pieces are sterling silver and available at Okabe's Jewelry. So we actually visited with him today, and like I said, the amount of it's not even customer service at that point. It's you become part
like
of
4 episodes.
What?
Some more rocks? Jeez, Joey, that's like 4 episodes now.
I collect rocks. But if you ever do get the time, even if you're just kind of window shopping, I do highly recommend heading out to Okabe's Jewelry and just taking a look at the selections, or even just sitting down and talking with him, because he will have a conversation with you. I think that's you don't find places like that anymore.
Personable.
Yeah, it's all about the sell. It's all about this. It's all about that. But with him, you're sitting down, or you're not sitting down, but you're with this person that treats you like a human, and not like another dollar sign, and that's something I really enjoy.
Dehydrated.
Yeah, drink water, gang. Everybody,
Drink water. This is
Stay
a threat.
hydrated.
yeah.
Stay hydrated.
Nando, I'm glad I make you happy.
So, as you can probably tell, today's podcast is a little bit of a different speed. Having more time just to sit and talk and hopefully engage more with chat. I mean,
Yes.
I would really enjoy that.
So the plan for this episode, since it's one of our milestones, we want y'all to get to know us a little more. So more personal questions.
So be careful with your request, because I know most of these people in the chat.
More personal questions about, like,
Whatever you do, do not get us banned.
I would try.
Who's interrupting my kung fu?
Wait. Before I do that, I forgot. Sal, you didn't tell us about your day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my day. So let's start from the top. I woke up and then went back to sleep. And then I woke up again. I didn't want to get out of bed. Then I got up, ate breakfast, sat around all day, got some Chick-fil-A. Then I came here, and now I'm here. Oh
That's
no.
some Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yes, personal questions.
Oh no.
You can throw them in chat if you want it. Well, anything you can ask us about our favorite food, hopes and dreams, relationship
I
status,
don't have any.
Why do you look at me like that?
anything of that sort. Of course, please keep it family.
Milestones
Friendly.
are better than kidney stones.
Yes.
No, you got a point. You got a point.
Yeah, you got a
Yes.
point
I'd
there.
rather a milestone than a kidney stone.
True. Kidney stones are not a good time. But yes, we're going to start that right now. We're going to do that for the rest of the episode. But before we do that, yes,
That's a lot of me on the episode.
there's going to be a lot of you, a lot of Sal, a lot of me. So y'all get questions too, because
There's going to be a lot of leaving.
because
Stream
it's fine.
0 viewers.
That's fine. That's fine. So way it's gonna work. I'm gonna start with a question for all of us. Noah's gonna start with a question for all of us. Then Sal, and then we'll see if Chad has one. We'll just go around talking about ourselves.
Well, let's be honest with how we kind of. Where is she with the angry face? Let's be honest about how we actually set up the podcast. So on most of the episodes, if it seems like we're
Pulling topics out of her.
yeah, if it seems like there's a little bit of space in between what we're talking about, or we're kind of jumping from here to there, a big question that I'm always asked, and Sal and Joy have come up and said that other people have asked them the same thing, is how do we plan? Is there a storyboard? Is there a page? How do we make sure each podcast goes to plan? That's the thing. You know, if you try to go to plan, then you get disappointed because it doesn't go to plan. But our main thing is we kind of do a quick rundown of what we would like to bring up, and and I would say about the hour before we start, we kind of sit down. We sit down here and we kind of just run through topics that we can try. What?
They're trying to know how to say Japan in Spanish. It's pronounced
Japón.
Japón.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is a good.
Hop on.
I lost my train of thought. Joey, take it away.
Yes, but our process.
I think what he was getting at is if whenever we're gonna do
it comes to.
whenever we're gonna do a podcast, we don't plan it.
Yes, it's a lot of an hour before we just kind of decompress, make jokes, talk about stuff, whether that be like the current podcast, future stuff, videos, merchandise, anything like that we'll do before the podcast to kind of loosen up. And then we're like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. Let's check our document. Dang. But you know what I never knew? I never knew how to say gloves in Spanish. I never knew that.
No.
But we kind of do that number. We kind of just get relaxed, get ready to talk. Like today, I was like, I think it would be a good idea for episode 10 for our audience to get to know us a little better. Because we've kind of talked here and there about our personal life, but I feel like we haven't really said who's Joey, who's Noah, who's Sal, who's that guy, who the heck is that dude, or what is it, the Conor McGregor one?
I can't say what he
Yeah, I know, but that kind of vibe. But yes, now before we get started on the questions, don't forget to like the video, comment, share, and subscribe. Now on to our first question. Noah, what is the meaning of life for you?
Are we doing this again?
Answer the question.
The meaning of life?
The meaning of life. What is your meaning of life? What determines success in life?
Well, of course, that depends on the person.
What's your definition?
Oh, man. Why you gotta drop bombs like these? I'm taking my
Boom.
glasses off.
Oh, you look
glasses
cute,
off.
dog. You look cute.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Gio says 42.
42. What was the question?
What is the meaning of life?
What is the
According
meaning of
to
life?
Noah Martinez.
I think it's got to go. The meaning of life is understanding the good from the bad days. And you need to realize that you need bad days to have good days, because then you can't distinguish the difference. I say it a lot during different episodes, but I needed the last 5 years to be kind of as dark as they were, and for me to understand what I'm living and doing now is, a blessing. Like I've said, we stick together so well and we know each other so well because we've seen each other at our lowest, and you need that. A lot of people ask, or their main thing is they want to either an easy life or they want to have every day be a good day, and you can't have that, because then you'll never really understand whether you had a good life. I think one of the nice things is you don't realize it, but how much effect and impact you have on others, and that's for good and bad things. But if you can just try to be a good person, and of course that's up to everybody, whether you do or don't, or if you want to ruin other people's lives. One of the things I kind of joke about, but it's an honest truth for me, is we live too long. Us as humans, we've prolonged our own life with medicine, and that's great. It's great, but it also means you start putting things off. You start, I'll do this later. I'll do this later. I'll do this later. Later never comes. And now you're up in age, you're miserable, and you never did any of the things that you said you were going to do because you were going to do it later. Because you knew that you could do it later. Mm-hmm. But what I'm trying to do is do it now. Now it packs your mind because everything's going in and at once. You're trying to work, you're trying to have your career, you're trying to be professional, you're trying to have fun, and I'm realizing this now. So this is actually the first year that I've actually started going out. I've started, trying to have fun or push myself way outside of my comfort zone. But the biggest thing is I did it. I had all those days where I kind of locked myself in my room and just hid from everybody. And now it's like, I want to go outside, touch grass.
Go touch some, get out of the basement.
But it's the words and the encouragement that I've heard from other people and from the mentors in my life. And it helps because it lets you know, like I said, everyone, I said it in the interview with Hector, that we have posted on the page. Everyone that you meet has their own unique story to tell. And I think that's great. But just realize that life comes to an end at some point, and there's no stopping that. But you need to understand that you need to live your life and not just outlive death, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. So just have a good time.
Same concept as like tomorrow's not for sure.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah. You're not guaranteed that when you leave your house in the morning, you're not guaranteed you're gonna get back. You're not guaranteed you're gonna wake up in the morning. But all that comes together to just say, be yourself. You don't have the time. I know, I hear it a lot. You have the time. You have time. You have time. And you do, to a certain extent. Just live your life and be you. Don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to change yourself. Just be you and enjoy it.
Just be you, be cool, and stay humble.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think that was a great question. It does it does mess with the mood a little bit. Mm-hmm. From our normal speed of trying to crack jokes and sorry, what is your advice for someone who's in a dark place?
From all three Raptors. I got my answer for that.
Go.
It takes being in that. I have my answer, but it's very blunt. Being in a dark place, or everybody's been in a dark place at one point, and it's both blunt and cliche, because the cliche part is it's going to get better. It's the storm will pass, right? But it takes being in that dark place and takes withstanding the storm to really find yourself and to really find what you want, because it's going to be very lonely. It's going to be very difficult. I remember when I went through a funk, there was many nights I was in my car crying. This is going to get deep. There's many nights I was just very upset or whatever. But
yeah.
But what I will say is that if it wasn't for those times, I wouldn't be where I am today. As mentally strong as I feel I am, as mentally prepared and focused and on my goals. Don't look at me like that.
I'm smiling because I'm happy.
Okay. He's about to make a joke about my weight.
No, I'm not.
And that's what it took for me to realize, like, not everyone who's in your life is going to stay in your life. And the only person that you have at the end of the day is you.
For even your shadow leaves you in a dark room.
Exactly. Dang, that was a good one. But and that's the sad part, is that there are some people who they
don't recover.
They don't recover. But if there's ever a person that's in your life that's like that, be there for them. As much as they will not want it, or it may seem to you that you're not appreciated, you are. And I know I've had friends like that, and just being there for them, keep talking to them. You know, you can't control everything that they do, and you can't control what they decide, but you can at least be there to help them when they need it.
Now, that is to say that if you're feeling that bad, seek help. Seek help. There are resources that you can take advantage of. There are people that you can talk to. And you don't have to go through this alone. Always try to find somebody that can help you through it.
Yeah. On the flip side to that, be careful who you ask for help from.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
My story is not as rainbow and angelic. I reached out for help, and that's when the worst happened. But I'm still here. My advice is embrace it. Every ounce. Don't run from it. Don't try to suppress it. Don't try to distract yourself from it. Feel it. Give yourself 3 good days to be able to feel everything. And from there, you can realize what you're feeling, and you'll know when it's coming again. The good part is you'll know how to combat it later. You know, not every day is going to be a great day. And I'm okay with that. But embrace it so you know what it feels like. Because if you're going to be sad, be sad. Don't try to mask it with happiness. It doesn't work. Ask me how I know. Don't mask it. If you're going to be happy, be happy. Live in the moment. Ask me how I know.
Yeah, don't, like you said, with the be happy thing, because I know people who would be happy and then make themselves sad. It's like, just live in the moment. Like, yeah, you got some stuff you got to worry about, and it's okay. Like, think about it. You know it's there, but be happy. Live in the moment, and then do what you got to do. You know? But, Sal, your take on that?
Y'all pretty much went through everything. I did.
Okay.
Seek help.
Seek help.
And my analogy for this question that gets asked, I can't talk, asked to me is no matter how bad the storm is, and you can get some like
his energy's about to change when he hears what we're talking about.
Yeah, so no matter how bad the storm is, and there's going to be a lot of destruction, a lot of hurt, a lot of inconvenience, but what happens after a storm? Always, right? There's growth. Grass is greener, the trees are greener.
That means I have to mow the lawn.
I was about to say that.
I have to mow the lawn.
There's
what
a lot of
happens
growth.
after a storm? I gotta mow the lawn.
There's a lot of growth, and what's after every storm or rainbow somewhere, right? That's how I view it. I'm more of an optimist when it comes to hard times. I believe that growth comes from hard times, and there's always something good that you can't see while the storm is happening, that there's something there.
Well,
That's my thing.
One thing I noticed, and thanks for the question, Tony. Whether it's you're asking for a friend or you're asking for yourself, I saw in the chat that you're recovering from from a
Metal
metal concert, feel it. How did you feel at that metal concert? Were you just excited? Were you just pumped up? Feel the same emotions, and for anyone out there, if things just aren't going your way, or you're not too excited about where you are, feel it. Remember it.
The point is, it's okay to feel sad.
And use it as fuel.
Yeah.
Use it as fuel.
Yes. Put it in your engine. You know those gas
There you
prices are high.
There you go. The pain you've been feeling now is nothing compared to the joy that is coming. But the
Sounded like a fortune cookie.
That's
well, the thing about that is you got to be able to be there for the joy that's coming.
Yeah.
Yep. And the biggest thing is keep good people in your corner. I always say that. Keep with a few people, good people in your corner, you can conquer the world.
The world is mine. Anyways.
Why is the world yours? No. Why have you owned the world? He puts on glasses one time.
And he becomes Professor Hulk.
Professor Hulk.
Professor
Looking
Bulk.
like a thumb. Professor Bulk. All right. If there's any more questions, feel free to leave them in chat. Noah, hit us with a question. Any type of question.
This episode got real.
This episode got real. And you know what? I'm happy that it did.
Therapy with RaptorStrike.
I'm happy that it did. Because it gives you a different take as to how we are. The semicolon. Do y'all know what that is?
I don't get it.
You don't get
the semicolon, or what do you use the semicolon for?
It's the well, you know the
I didn't
semicolon
pass
reason,
English.
right?
No, well, I'm asking him.
Okay. Well,
What?
I don't English.
Okay. Well, it's
no hablo inglés.
it's for a sentence that's supposed to end, but it continues.
Okay.
So people get
justice.
people get the semicolon tattoo because something was supposed to end, but it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's great.
I thought when I first heard about there was one person in particular that helped me a lot with or understanding mental health, right? And they showed me the semicolon, and I was like, "Oh, what's that for?" And they told me the story. I was like, "That's honestly a really beautiful story on people who have the semicolon tattoo." Or even I had gotten for someone else, I had gotten a pin that was a butterfly, but the body was a semicolon. And it's for a single character. It's very powerful when you know the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
I learned something today. Thank you guys.
You done a learned.
I done
You
a
done
learn.
learned.
Awesome. Is there anything that y'all have done that you thought you were gonna regret, but it actually ended up being something good?
Thought I'd regret. And this goes out to chat too.
What is one thing y'all would tell your past self?
One thing.
That one's
You know, okay, to go off this one, so it gives us a buffer to think about your question.
he just ignored my question.
No, because that one's the one we have to think about. But I want to answer that question.
I already forgot his question.
My question was, what is something that you did that you thought you were gonna regret, but it ended up being something really good?
Okay.
So with Justice's question, so I can think about Noah's question because I feel like I do, but I can't think of it right now.
I thought that was a birthmark.
Stop.
I think he meant the like semicolon tattoo.
semicolon. Okay.
So what I would tell my past self is stop worrying about being wanted. It's gonna be deep. Of course, we're getting to that part of the episode or the part of this, right? Don't worry about being wanted too much. Don't worry about people wanting you or doing things or losing weight or doing anything that will make you feel like people want you. Don't worry about that. Worry about your skills. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about, yes, help people, but don't feel like the side character. That was the biggest thing. Don't feel like the side character. Work on you. Work on your skills. Work on your future. If you want to be an investor, if you want to be a business owner, read books. Stop being lazy. But don't worry about if people want you or not. That was my biggest thing.
For me, just like don't be afraid to do different things, because For me during school, I tended to stick to a lot of things that I knew, and I wouldn't do anything out of the box. And that's something I'd probably tell myself to do, is just don't be afraid to do different things.
What would you tell yourself?
Open your eyes. Realize it.
Realize. Sorry.
Well, the reason I say that is because there's a lot of things that I missed and didn't realize what's going on until after.
Mm-hmm.
And your brain is the meanest thing, because then I would have dreams about it and it would just replay different events, and it's now I saw it. And the worst part is that I let it happen. And I was willing. And it's just like, do you not have your own, self-worth that you just went along? That's something I'd say to my past self. Of course, that creates, trust issues, and your
Yeah.
feel it,
Yeah.
embrace it, remember it.
Yep. And Splatter put one in the chat. It always gets better without challenge, or I wouldn't be where I am today. Is that answering the question in chat? I'm feeling like
Wait,
it
never
does.
mind. I misheard the question.
I think it was because, going back to Noah's real quick, if there's anything I thought I was going to regret doing but didn't, and I think it was being by myself. And I know I always have people there. I had y'all, I had my parents, I had my closest friends, but it really felt like a desert moment. Like in the desert, whatever the beliefs are, I know with me it was, in a desert all you have is you and God. So either succumb or keep fighting, right? And that's how I felt. I felt like I needed to get past this, and no one was, I had the support, I had the people there, but there was nothing, no one could tell me to be like, hey, you're done, snap out of it, they're gone, like you need to keep moving forward. There was some stuff like people would tell me, and I'm like, I appreciate that, but I couldn't get myself out of the funk for a while. And I always thought if I was by myself, or if I was selfish, and selfishness isn't bad, but if I was being selfish, it would always end up bad. It would always make me feel like a bad person. But I'm glad that I spent time by myself. I remember one of the best memories I have ever of that era was going to see Shang-Chi by myself.
Mm-hmm.
It was, did I ever tell you about that?
No, I still never seen that movie.
It's really good. I really enjoy
a pretty good movie.
For like, it's like it feels like an old school kung fu movie. Yeah, now we can't say kung fu.
Okay.
But that was because I asked a few friends, hey, do you want to go see Shang-Chi? It's out tonight, Oh, I can't go. I don't want to. And I'm like, what's going on? So I was like, I'm just gonna go by myself. So I texted my parents, I'm gonna go see this movie by myself. I think I saw that movie like 4 times, because I ended up going to see it with other friends, my parents, and I think I saw it by myself again. But I saw that movie. I remember I just, you know what? I'm gonna take this night to myself. I got some wings. I got some pizza. I got a large thing of soda. I got some candy, and it was one of the best experiences of my life, because I was like, I have me, and that's all I need right now. And it showed me a lot. And for an kind of advice to put out there, one of the most dangerous things you can tell yourself is, I don't want to be lonely, because that keeps you in a lot of bad situations. But I'm telling you, if you make it, if you can just be by yourself, figure it out, and it's hard, it is very hard, you're gonna be stronger, you're gonna be better than you ever have. Because all you, like, if you can find happiness with yourself, you'll never not be happy, because you have yourself for the rest of your life. So yes, that's what I thought I was gonna regret doing, but didn't.
Thank you, Master Fortune Cookie.
Yes.
Me. So one of the things that I thought I was gonna regret but didn't, learning to trust other people to like with my feelings, like telling other people my feelings.
That's not easy.
It ain't.
Mm-mm.
And I haven't regretted it. Like the little I have done, I haven't regretted it.
I've regretted every moment of it.
I've regretted every moment of it. No, just kidding. But no, I haven't. Like the little bit I have done, and I'm slowly opening up more, and this, I don't regret
It's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process. Take your time, but don't take too long. For me, the thing I thought I was going to regret the most is buying the Raptor.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to explain a little bit?
I have a coworker that it's weird to be around him because we're different in age, different in background, different in culture, different, completely different. Yet he can start a conversation or start a story of something that happened to him, and I can finish it. Or I can start a story of what happened to me, and he can finish it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like two people from two totally different worlds are living the same life. And one thing I talked to him about is, the Raptor seemed like something that was impossible to do. Completely impossible to do. And magically it happened within a few years, and I had it and I didn't feel any different. It reminded me of that, let me not go forward in the story, but his thing was he understood what I felt, and he was like, it's because you were so caught up in the destination that you forgot to enjoy the journey. And man, nothing's ever made me think about everything that I've done except for that, statement. And it's true. I had just like pounded everything to just get a career started, start working, and then just work. Now I had the Raptor, and it was like, well, it was possible.
Now what?
Okay, what else can I do? And I had it, and I wasn't too happy with it because I'm like, it just shows how much I shut myself off to be able to just do, and having it and hearing him say, it's about the journey because the destination will not make you feel different. I understand that now. So I thought the Raptor was going to be a bad idea. I thought it was going to be the worst thing, I'll probably just sell it, buy something else. But if it wasn't for the Raptor, a lot of this wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have gone out to Raptors on the Ranch. There would be no anime Raptor. There would be no revamp and story of RaptorStrike after our whole,
2019.
2019, 2020 shop, debacle. But now having it, I've had the most fun I've had in a long time. Being with you guys and living the dream. I don't know what I want to do still. I don't know what my dream is, but my new dream is to live in the moment and just have a good time and enjoy it. One of the worst things I could think of is my funeral and, everyone saying he was a hard worker, and that was it. What did I leave behind? No, absolutely nothing. Yeah, Peter and I wouldn't have met. A lot of people in the chat I wouldn't have met. And it's these crazy little things that just snowball into giant events, and it's all based off of, I had this conversation with somebody in chat last week. I told him everything has transpired off of one decision that I made that I thought was going to be the end. And look at us now. So I'm grateful that I don't always listen to reason.
Get you?
So, but I've had fun. And I hope y'all have had fun as well. And I know it's stressful at times to try to keep up with everything and try to get these events going. And but at that rate, I feel like we're finally kind of answering a call that we were supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. We do have a question in the chat though from Alina.
And this is for not only us, but feel free to answer in the chat.
Correct. Yeah, everything, all questions, feel free if you're comfortable. If you're comfortable enough, you can answer similar to Peter answering Justice's question. I would tell myself to get help sooner. Be open to the help. Stop fighting your demons alone. Correction, I am the demon. I love your personality. Thank you. It's a disorder. Anyways, Alina's question is, how do y'all keep yourself motivated despite everything? Well, first off, Alina, that would go same for you. I'd like to ask you the same question. If you're comfortable enough, you can respond. Joey?
How do I keep myself going? Bigger picture is the thing that I kind of see right now. Don't take everything day by day, but also look at the bigger picture, which it sounds like a contradiction, right? But when you have like your work issues, your life issues, your family issues,
reverse card.
Sorry, ma'am, you're out of skips.
When it comes to those things, take it day by day. Worry about your project tomorrow. Worry about your issue when it comes. Don't not worry about it tomorrow. Worry about it that day. Like, okay, for example, when I get stressed out at work, right, about a project that it's like 2 weeks prep, I start getting overwhelmed. I start getting like I start shutting down. But then I'm like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. When I'm out on that project, it's gonna get done. We're gonna do it. We're gonna like just day by day, just keep going every day, and it just turns into a blur. And by the time you know it, it's over with. Another thing on the other side of that is bigger picture. If you would have started your goals a year ago, imagine like if your goals right now you're doing for a month, imagine what it would have been like if you would have just started a year ago. Well, if you would have started 5 years ago, if you would have started 10 years ago, right? Even though we were children 10 years ago. Do that now. Because what's going to happen in a year? What's going to happen in 5 years? What's going to happen in 10 years of working out, of working on your business, of working on yourself, of cutting bad people out of your life, of cutting bad things out of your life? What's going to happen in those 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? And one of the biggest quotes that I love about this subject is, people say the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago, so the perfect time to start is now. That's my take on that question.
I guess for me, what keeps me motivated, I have long-term plans that I'm pushing for, and eventually I want to be able to get to those plans. Who knows when, but they're, the eventually plans, and I'm pushing for them.
This dude, I thought we fell in love in a hopeless space.
We found love.
It's fudge.
Great job.
Yes, it would have ended sooner. I thought that was funny, guys. I hate you. Okay. Noah, your take on that? What was the question?
Yeah. What was the question?
It was how do you keep motivated with even though everything's going on?
I have a bad memory.
Oof.
That's how you keep motivated?
That's how I keep motivated, because I don't remember the things that...
Dang, you know what I do that's really bad? When I have a bad memory, I convince myself that it's a dream. Yeah, it's really bad. Like if I have a bad memory of something like just cringy or bad, I'm like, oh, I probably dreamt that. It's bad.
How do I keep...
How do you keep motivated with everything? How do you keep going with your goals, with your plans, with your everything?
I'm gonna go back to what I said. The way I keep motivated is because I remember what it felt like. I remember those dark days. And I'd rather never go back. Not that I'm fighting it, but I know what happened, and I know what was done, and I know what I was thinking at that time. And I'd rather never go back. So it's the motivation to not repeat history. Although history repeats itself, you can see the signs, you can see the writing on the wall, but just don't go back. You know, I'm a strong believer in the 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But make sure it's always 2 steps back. Don't go all the way back.
Learn from
it. Yeah, that's my take.
Nice. Justice is Alina has her take. I 100% agree with a lot of what you guys said. It is hard to maintain that motivation when you don't actually see the progress you've been making, but it is important to remember how far you've come. Like Tony said, use that feeling, that feelings you've been experiencing, and morph it into the power to keep going. Now, to tag off that really quick is what Justice said. After motivation is discipline. So I have a I remember for the longest time when I was first wanting to work out 2 years ago, I had the motivation, right? Even with investing, with a lot of stuff, I was like, I have the motivation. I want to look a certain way. I want to make a better life for me and my family and my friends. I want this and that. I had the motivation, but I couldn't get up. So one thing, kind of what Justice said, is when motivation fails, that's where discipline begins. If you just, like, with people try to, like, doing the gym as an example, people say, oh, I lost motivation. Oh, I just don't have the motivation. When people go to the gym, like 9 out of 10 times, the people who are those fitness influencers are ripped. They don't have motivation every day. They have discipline. They just know they need to get the job done, and they hate it, but they get it done because you just need to be disciplined to keep going. Too many brain
weasels. We'll see you later, Peter. Appreciate you signing on. We struck a few chords tonight.
like that. Yeah.
Hopefully it gets the brains moving in a good way.
Yeah. Some new chemicals up in there, because
RaptorStrike therapy.
RaptorStrike therapy with RaptorStrike.
he said our name twice.
RaptorStrike therapy with RaptorStrike. Yes.
Sal, do you have a question?
Oh, man, I forgot. The
What?
build up.
What causes a relationship to fail?
I
my
knew it.
God.
I knew this question was coming up. I just peeked. Your plan or feelings today is not the direction you will be going in 5 years. Each day changes people directions. I like that. I like that.
You should have said it out loud.
Oh, sorry. Your plan, coming from James Hood, Sergeant Hood in the chat. Your plan or feelings today is not the direction you will be going in 5 years. Life each day changes people's directions. I like that.
That's very true. Which goes back to the semicolon.
Mm-hmm. It's not, your story's not finished yet.
Yeah.
So,
I said it in the very first, our very first podcast back in 2020. But, you know, I don't read very often, nor do I know how to read. But in order to read a book, you have to keep going, chapter after chapter. You can't reread the same chapter, because you'll never finish. Plus, your book's not written.
it's being written.
It's being written
By you?
by you.
You're the only
By
one.
me?
And that's the greatest
That
thing.
guy.
That's the greatest thing is that the book is being written by you, nobody else. Don't let others dictate what the book is going to have inside it. The story is about you. And if you've gone through, so I'm sorry, Tony. I think you sent that earlier, right? Do y'all believe things happen for a reason and why?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Well, I want to get to real quick. I want to get to Sal's question because I knew that the question was going to pop up.
In case you guys
I
were
knew it.
wondering, that's a reference to the original 2019 sit down and chat with us.
Yes. So I want to answer this question. I'm going to hit a lot of chords and
Chords, huh?
To get canceled.
yeah.
Woo!
And
We'll get back to you in a second.
why?
Tony.
So the question was, and if y'all want to answer this question as well, feel free to if you're comfortable. Why do most relationships fail? Is the question.
Why are you asking the 3 loneliest guys you know?
That's what I was about to say.
So, no, that was Sal's question.
No, why are you answering it?
I'm answering it because I feel like I've seen enough to answer this question. It comes down to the way you look. You're just ugly.
That was not where I was expecting that to go.
So that's not my answer. That's not my real answer.
She just loves me for my body.
No, she don't.
Ouch. Hey, let me dream, man. Let me dream.
Wake up, grab a brush, put a little makeup.
Be gone, mater.
So, I think it comes down justice. I think it comes down to, of course, it's multiple factors, right? But the biggest one I think is communication and not just saying what you mean. It's a lot of this cat and mouse and like on both sides that, well, you should know. Well, this isn't, just tell me, And I think the frustration just comes, like it boils over, and that's why I think relationships with fellas. There it is. Yeah, communication. No one wants to talk nowadays. Everyone needs everyone's like, well, you should have known. Well, you should have done this.
No one wants to talk. They want to argue.
Now there is some. You should don't there's common sense and there's some like etiquette that like you don't do that, like don't do this, don't talk to so and so,
Yeah.
that's fine, but there is some stuff that, hey, I don't like that, hey, set boundaries. That's the biggest thing too. Set boundaries. If you don't like something, say something. Don't just, oh, well, they're gonna leave me. No, you need those boundaries or you're going to see yourself in a world of hurt later on. So communications, talk about yourself. Huh?
Ask me how I know.
Ask me how I know. Ask me. I dare you to ask me, and I won't tell you.
I could have said no. I would have said no. Or was it?
It's like you could have just asked me. I would have said no. And yeah, communication is the biggest thing.
All right, next question. Cause
No, answer the question, Noah.
what question? Why do relationships fail?
Yes.
If I would have known that, I would be in a...
Well, now we're off to Tony's question.
Yeah,
Tony's
Do y'all
question.
believe things happen for a reason? If so, why?
absolutely. And it feels like everyone's against you, and the world is trying to kick you in the,
Kick in the what?
it's, yes, things happen for a reason, and we don't understand why. We don't want to understand why, and we think it's bad. But sometimes the things that we think are bad are good. Embrace it.
It's the combination of it is what it is and F it we ball.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, let me tell my story then.
All about how your life got flipped, turned upside down.
Yeah, I want you to go stay with my auntie in the West Philadelphia. Anyways, I lost my job at an IT company, and from there, I didn't know where I was going to go next. The reason was bogus, but it is what it is. I lost my job, and I started working at Ford for fun, just to have something to do. And from there, I got a job offer to do construction material testing, which just to spare everyone the details. That's before the building goes up. So I did that for about 8 months, and I had no background in that. There was nothing to do with construction ever in my resume. Yet it was just 2 elderly Latina women that miscommunicated the word technician. That was the only thing that translated. I went in, I did the interview, and the very first question right out of the gate was, how long have you been doing construction? Not a day in my life. You know, I'm upfront, I'm honest, and that's usually my downfall, is I'm too honest. I started working there. COVID hit. I lost my job again. And, you know, it was a small mom and pop. I was the only one not related within the San Antonio office. So, you know, there was no burnt bridges, no hard feelings. I mean, from there, I started RaptorStrike. We did the shop for about a year. I started working at a Thai restaurant. So I learned how to use a wok, which was really cool. Met some more people.
Did you throw food into the fire?
Oh, I threw food in the fire on accident. Yeah, because they moved the wok. And from there, I got a job offer from where I'm working now. And the whole reason I got that job offer was because I did construction material testing the 2 years prior.
Yeah.
And I had gotten certification so quickly. And my age and how I didn't stop working. I just kept going. You know, it wasn't like, oh, I lost my job. Was I sad? Of course I was. But I didn't let that stop. Let me do something else. Let me try something else. Let me keep going. And one day you'll find your stride. So yeah, things happen for a reason. And we don't understand it until later. Sometimes way later. But trust the process. Don't go against the grain. Sometimes it's not worth it.
So I believe that as well, and I believe that in my personal beliefs, I am a Christian, and I believe that God allows everything to happen for a reason, and the why is a higher power for me. But if you look back on everything in your life, everything bad, from the smallest things when you were a child in kindergarten to bigger things when you grew up in your adult life, or even where you are right now, everything happened for a reason. A breakup, something didn't work out, job opportunity didn't go through. I'll tell a story on that. I graduated college about a year and a few months ago, and I could not get a job for the life of me. And they set it up as, oh, you're going to go to college, everyone's going to want you for a job. And, it's the experiences, it's the internships, which I didn't do because I was focusing on something else that kind of get you that foot in the door straight off rip. So advice, anybody who's still in college, you need networking, you need internships if you want to try to find a job real fast. But my experience, all my friends are finding jobs like nothing. I wanted to get a job at one place and they were hiring 3 people and I was number 4, and I still kept in touch with that place and I wanted to work there. But it just wasn't happening. It wasn't going through. I applied in Corpus. I applied in Austin. I even applied in Los Angeles. I told y'all about that. I wanted to go to Los Angeles to work for a company, and nothing was going through. I remember my uncle was like, enjoy your time right now, because once you start working, you're gonna keep working for the rest of your life. And my mom would say, yeah, like, it's happening for a reason. Something's not pulling through, and it's God. He's opening other doors for you, and I just couldn't understand why. Like I said, friends were getting jobs left and right. They were doing good, and I just wanted to work. I wanted to start saving money. Well, about a month and a half after college, my now boss, while I was at a LAN center playing some games, I'm like in a raggedy t-shirt. I'm getting ready for another event. he's like, hey, Joey, he starts talking to me, he starts interviewing me on the spot. And then he's like, come by the office. And I got the job that I love. I love this field. I love integration, production, broadcast. I mean, setting up to be a broadcast engineer is something that I thought I'd never do, but I love it. So if you look back on your life at every single bad thing or every single good thing and where it is now, and like I said, something good happened after something that happened, right? Everything happens for a reason. Everything does. Yo.
Yeah. I mean, I can't disagree with you guys. It's one of those things that I agree with everything you guys say. As far as this goes, right? I would disagree with you on plenty of things, but
Everything.
I think you should be able to build a Chevy Cobalt. I
don't know, man. I wouldn't dump money into that. But yeah, everything does happen for a reason. And in my life, I've worked just about any job you can think of, from cook to salesperson to musician to sound engineer to recording engineer to IT technician. You know, that's what I do now. DJ. What
DJ
else?
Waka Flocka.
What else? I could probably name a few others, but yeah, I've worked quite a bit, and everything has led me to something better.
I think one thing that some people might not know is Sal is actually older than we are.
Yeah.
It's like 45, guys. He's like ancient.
No.
Don't insult me.
Wow. Hey, do you know how old my parents are?
He's
Yeah, be careful. Be careful.
my parents are the same age, so it's fine. That's
I'm old enough to be my parents.
whoa.
Hey.
Anyways,
Okay.
yeah, I'm 20. How old am I? 27. Yeah,
What?
I'm
I thought you were
27.
26.
I'll be 28 in
November.
November.
You're
Okay.
5 years older than us? I thought you're 4 years.
I'll graduate in 14.
4 years. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be 24. I'm gonna be 24. Eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 28 November. So
Some more words from Sergeant Hood. Life is fluid, ever moving. Always keep your head in the game
of life.
and you will be okay.
45 is old.
Uh-huh.
What?
Yeah, well,
That always-
I told you.
That always, whenever I say something like that, it gets someone going. Like if I say I'm old, man, the whole office, because I'm a part of the full-time workers at the office.
Mhm.
I am the youngest by almost 20 years. And so when I'm like, oh, I'm old, they're like, what'd you just say to me? You're old.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm the youngest. I'm gonna tell a story of something that was told to me or in a meeting at a company I used to work at. Usually everywhere that I worked, I was the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
And this genius of an owner brought us all in for a meeting. Sal was there.
Yes, I was.
This genius of an owner brought us into a meeting to complain about people's productivity. Yet we're having meetings every day over absolute nonsense. But I digress.
Yeah,
He went around the table and around everybody that was working there and said, do you want to take a red pill or the blue pill? Now, usually when you ask that, that's a reference to the Matrix. Blue pill meaning you want to take it easy. Red pill meaning you're going to hit it hard. You're going to work. Now, usually when you give that option, you don't give a third option because there wasn't a third option. But this genius made the purple pill, which was somewhere in between. Bad idea. But I digress. I still got some feelings towards that. Either which way, he got to me, and
say
of
there's
course,
a reason why I left.
Yeah. Well, he got to me and he asked me, Noah, would you take, I think I was 19 at the time. He said, would you take the red pill or the blue pill? And my response was, sir, judging by that I'm the youngest one by a long shot in this entire office and throughout your company, I think I've already been taking the red pill. There's no question about it. If I wasn't taking the red pill already, I wouldn't be here. I've earned my spot. I've earned my stay. Whether or not people realize that or believe it, who knows? Hopefully they realized it when I left. They probably didn't because they're completely... And in other news, we got Joey with the weather.
Hot. Very hot.
Are we doing an intermission?
Rotisserie chicken.
Do y'all want us to do an intermission?
Leave it to the chat. Do we do an intermission?
If I get a question, we're not. If we get a turkey emoji in the chat, we'll take an intermission.
Turkey emoji.
Is there a turkey?
But I know we're gonna keep going with the questions because I already got my question ready.
Go for it.
What's your favorite food, Noah?
Jesus.
What's your favorite, like, you had a hard day, you just need something to eat?
Your comfort food?
Yeah, your comfort food. Your favorite food that you won't get tired of.
I don't know. Sal, do you have a comfort food?
So, hard day. I just want something to eat.
He had it locked and loaded.
Yeah.
You know what? You want to know what I get? Big ass Mountain Dew from on 1604, the pilot.
Oh, he's giving you specifics.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Mini tacos. What
Mini
kind?
taco. Okay, yeah.
and 2 slices of their pizza.
What was the
The
purple pill was somewhere in between. Like you want to work hard, but you don't. Which it was completely dumb.
Yeah, it completely invalidated the whole reason behind having the blue pill and red pill. But
Wait, so you said Big Mountain Dew.
Big Mountain
2
Dew
slices of pizza?
and 2 slices of the pepperoni pizza from
Pilot.
From Pilot.
Gas station pizza hits different.
Dude, that especially the Pilot one. The Pilot one specifically.
Yeah, I remember the first time it was like Pilot or Flying J. I think they're the same.
They're the
thing.
same thing, but
It was good. Asada, yes.
So you're
Man,
saying
that sounds good.
After
We should get some.
after a hard day.
like after a gig,
After something that you're just like mentally stressed, you need that food. I know mine. Mine is mole. My
Mole.
dad makes mole. Like, so he does it different. He does basically arroz con pollo, and then the mole sauce on top.
yeah, that's traditional.
I thought it was like chicken dunked in the mole, and then you had the rice on the side. It was like traditional.
Yeah, you just put the mole on top.
Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, no,
QT is the best pizza. Just saying.
I haven't had the.
I have two. Like it depends. Like it depends if I'm out traveling or if I'm coming back home.
Okay.
If I'm coming back home, pizza rolls.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate
Okay.
pizza.
Oh, I love those. Dude.
Ouch.
I ate them too much.
If I'm out,
So you ruined them for yourself.
Yeah.
what'd you say?
I
He
said,
said
of course.
he ate them too much.
I ate them
Oh.
too much. But if you're out,
Next question. Your last meal. Okay. With peanut. Wait, what?
the mole.
mole
We
with
do
peanut
the Donna Maria like pre-made mole. That was the one I grew up on, and I really like it.
That's your comfort food.
But not like
If
traditional.
if I'm out on the road traveling, McDonald's.
Which one? What kind? What from there?
What? You're gonna call me out?
What from there? 6 number 4s.
What is it?
number 9.
Yeah. Some chicken nuggets and a Big Mac
Nuggies.
and 2 Cokes.
You're lying to me.
2
Yes, it
Cokes.
does.
2 Cokes.
2 Cokes.
Thank you,
size?
Leo.
Why would I pay for a small? I mean, come on. Let's be honest right now. Why would I pay for a small? The other thing is I'm in a hotel, so I don't want to have to. I don't have to leave the room again to go down to the first floor to
Yeah.
get a bottle of Coke. So I just take 2 Cokes and I go up, put one in the fridge, and wait for it for later.
So the Leo said the chicken has to be simmered in the mole sauce, not just dunked. That's where it's different because I put the mole sauce on top of the arroz con pollo.
So like you'll make the arroz con pollo, right?
Yeah.
And then you just
So
pour it on.
It's
Pour
2
it on.
pots. Yeah.
You
It
pour it on.
Is yeah, and then just scoop from the arroz con pollo and then pour on the mole, Jeez, that sounds like a last meal. Yeah.
Tony said, "Do y'all believe in zodiac signs?"
No.
No.
I don't think the stars determine the.
I don't think it's been explained to me well enough, but I don't understand.
So the whole concept.
Oh my god,
that,
I'm sorry, I
An
crashed into
asparagus?
you. I'm an asparagus.
It's like, oh, such a Libra thing to do. So the whole thing is like, I've heard the reasoning of like, well, if the moon can make the tide lower or higher, then it can change your life. And I'm like,
Yeah, but the moon has gravity.
so
And if we put Sal and Joey close enough together, they
That's
have
enough gravity to do.
look here, black hole.
We put all three of us, we become a black hole.
Yeah, see? Listen.
That's why we sit across the table from
The
each other.
Rizzler.
Oh, speaking of that tangent, for some reason, wherever we eat, we end up in this orientation.
Anywhere we are, like if there's a square table, we're in this.
I'm always on the left side of Noah, and Sal's always on the right side.
Yes.
But no, I don't believe in that. I think it's fun to like, oh, this is funny. But if you go to any of the zodiac signs and like just take off the titles, like the Aries, the Libra, you will be able to relate to every single one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
They're like fortune cookies.
Yes. So I don't believe in zodiac signs. There's another one. Next question, your last meal. See, this is a difficult one because you gotta add in everything. Have y'all seen The Last Meal by Good Mythical Kitchen
No.
or Mythical Kitchen? It's the food channel of Good Mythical Morning.
No. I haven't seen it.
They have a series called Last Meal, and they bring on celebrities and what's your last meal? So like Gabriel Iglesias came on. He was like grilled cheese, 6-pack of Diet Coke, certain ice cream, like all that.
See, I don't understand all that. My thing's pick one damn meal. Don't
But it's like if you're referring to your last meal, and
like I'm throwing hands.
like
Y'all give me a big ass order like that, it's over.
like a death row type
Like
of
a
deal.
number nine.
Yeah.
Like a death row type of deal. That's what they do. They'll get like a tub of ice cream plus steak plus this plus that blah blah.
Yeah.
But if I had to, okay,
Okay,
let's do this.
I'm sorry. Tangent.
Yes.
Do you think they deserve a last meal?
I say why not?
Listen, you get a slice of bread, a glass of water, and you're gonna meet your maker. I'm sorry, but I have different feelings towards it.
I just think it's whatever.
I want to know. I want to know why they wait so damn long.
Because laws and stuff, you have to like get clearance from everybody in the book, and it's like,
Just do it.
But-
Firing squad. Bring that back.
but that's the same concept with why does
Bring back the guillotine.
because that's the same thing of like, why does the life sentence exist, like life without parole? You know, that's just more money, and that's a whole nother. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the last meal.
So last meal. Here are the rules. Here are the rules. Here are the rules. Who says it like that?
Eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon is bacon and eggs, dog.
No.
Bacon and eggs.
You don't get the reference? It's a reference of like when you go into a huddle pretending like you're talking, you just say eggs and bacon, eggs and bacon, eggs
I
and
was
bacon.
about to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why.
That's why he's repeating it over and over and over again.
We get it. We get it. We get it.
Thank you.
I do the rules for the last meal. Breakfast item. Lunch item. Well, let's do. No.
Who has the best tacos?
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, and 55 pies.
Is that a reference?
Is that a reference?
If it is, I don't
So
know.
okay,
I don't
here's
get it.
mine. It would be
Horrible customer
Horrible
service.
customer service.
it would be a large glass of water, a large seafood boil with a pound of shrimp, pound of lobster, pound of crab, and one singular oatmeal cream pie. Call it a day.
I absolutely despise seafood.
I know you do. The seafood or shellfish?
Sal?
General seafood. Like I can eat certain things.
I don't like
I will
happiness.
tolerate certain things, but I'm not gonna.
Even if it's fried.
I will not go out of my way to look for food that came out of the ocean.
So no, we're going to Red Hook.
You've been saying that for the
Yeah, you
past
never
3
wanna go
months.
with me.
How? We're gonna talk about this later. Anyways,
Anyways,
Your dad gets home.
my last meal, pizza from Little Caesars, cheese pizza.
That's it.
I mean, and a
Cheese
Coke, but
pizza.
And he's like, I get thirsty. It's like KFC biscuits. Feed them 5 biscuits, no, or that's Popeye biscuits. Yeah,
Popeyes.
feed them
Cockroaches of
5
the sea.
biscuits, no water.
Cockroaches of the sea. The lobster?
Yeah.
Thinking the lobster.
Yeah, or crawfish.
Did you know that, crawfish, is crawfish ocean? I thought it was freshwater.
Water.
So,
Water.
did y'all know
Water.
that lobster used to be peasant food until the rich were like, this is pretty good. Let's make more money off of it. It used
Sounds,
Yeah, I
about,
didn't hear that.
sounds about right.
What's your last meal, Noah?
Last meal.
2 large Cokes. Nuggets.
A bowl of soup, like homemade caldo or tortilla soup.
I like tortilla soup.
Yeah, and a sweet tea.
Specifically for where?
Yeah.
Homemade sweet tea.
homemade. Yeah.
There was
When you don't
another-
have Noah in your ear saying it's bad. I never said Little Caesars is bad. I like Little Caesars.
You never said it was bad.
Yeah.
Little Caesars is like S tier.
Hey, Chio. Whataburger at 3 a.m.
Are you down? I'm hungry, dude.
Yeah, if anyone's in San Antonio and they want to meet up,
We're going to Whataburger.
Let's go to Whataburger.
Meet and greet.
Yeah, we'll do a meet and greet. Y'all want to go? We'll after the stream, we'll pick a location and we'll go do some meet and greets at Whataburger.
Yeah.
Everybody's invited that's seen it.
And you have it, and if you haven't seen the Raptor, you'll get to see it. Yeah.
Hamburger Helper is so freaking good, especially the
Number 9s there is.
Yes, all day. Oh, all day. So, Udiel all day, my neighbor. Homie's gonna buy a Lexus IS300, and we're gonna go pick it up tomorrow.
Why do you say it like that? Because he said the same thing about the F-250, and we didn't get it.
What do you mean?
oh, that we're gonna go.
I'm saying just say he might get it. Don't say you are gonna get it.
I mean, I already have the trailer hooked up, so it's like it's gonna
but
freaking happen.
I said that with the F-250 though.
Meet up? That's a fun idea. Yeah, it is. I think it is.
I'm down. Are you going, Leo?
Yes.
Going, Crow Dog? There was another question. Oh, best tacos.
Yeah.
Oh, best tacos.
Or if y'all want to meet up at a taco truck, that would look.
How about no?
Fine, Whataburger.
The worse the neighborhood, the better the tacos. Anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will say, if there's anybody out of.
Can I say a quick story? I'm sorry.
No.
Before I forget.
Okay.
Okay. All day used to work at a restaurant, and I had a red Mustang with a wing on it. Well, when I went through the drive-thru, he recognized the car, and I was like, he goes, "Is that it for your order?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "Are you sure you don't want a side of rice with that?"
Ooh. Oh, that's so bad.
It was one of the funniest things that has ever been said to me in a drive-thru. It was dude, I remember that to this day, and everybody in the back was laughing. At that point, I didn't care because it was funny. He got me good.
That was actually really
He got me good.
Best
Man, I
tacos.
missed that red car.
If anybody in the chat isn't from San Antonio, which I feel like everybody is, but if anybody watches this in the future, I think that in Texas, there is the fight of the best tacos, in my opinion, is between San Antonio and the Valley. I think I don't like Houston.
Antonio and Austin.
Austin's
And
not in
I was like, Austin's not even in the freaking running, man.
Austin is not.
Someone asked. I was working in Austin a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they said, "Hey, where's the best place to get tacos?" And I said, "Oh,
Literally
you get
everywhere.
you get on 35 and you head south, and you go to San Antonio."
Yes. Which Joseph? Which one referring to what? And people will be like, "Oh, San Antonio doesn't have the best tacos," and they'll go to the north side. And I'm like,
You gotta
go south side or west central.
I've learned.
If you feel like you're gonna get shot, you're in the right place.
Not always.
Always 9 out of 10.
Hold on. If you feel like you're gonna get shot, either you're gonna get shot or you're gonna get tacos. There's no in between.
Because like you have like south side Rolando's. Rolando's is good. You got west side Eddie's Taco House.
Listen, there's the taqueria that's been here forever down Old Pearsall.
Oh, Pearsall.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Old Pearsall.
Yeah.
And there's, you have the new ones popping up around it, but that one where it's like the tacos I grew up with every once in a while, those are, besides of course the ones that my mom makes at home,
Yes.
or the ones my grandma used to make.
Mhm.
I would say those are my top runnings, because it's like that comfort food, like you were talking. Like I'm used to the flavors. I know how they cook it. I know, and it's just good because you recognize the flavor and it doesn't really change.
Yeah.
So
And
You know what I value over flavor?
service? What?
Consistency. Like
texture?
no. Like
if I get shot,
How which would make you that last one?
what that taco smack in the ambulance?
so. Like what I value consistency, right? So how do I explain it? Like I can go there any day of the week and it's the same product.
I've never.
You know where you can go every day of the week and get the same product? CV Fabrications website.
Yes, sir.
If you have an EcoBoost vehicle and use our promo code RaptorStrike for 5% off your order. I'm sorry, I had to sneak that in.
Yes.
there. I heard my opportunity and I took it. A good thing to learn for all our viewers, young and old: when you see opportunity and it presents itself, take it. Don't think about it. Take it. It is one of the best things. It's one of the best things that can happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Hesitation is a killer.
100%. 100%. But yes, best taco. I didn't really answer the question, but I think the best taco in town. I'm gonna go breakfast taco, right?
Yes.
I think it's gonna be. I haven't had it in a while, but Eddie's Taco House has the best bacon and egg in the city. It was so good.
I've never been there.
That's
Pass.
good. You don't like Eddie's?
They're okay. They're not my comfort
No.
flavors.
Never mind. I take back everything that I said because I forgot about Alteños. Have you had that one yet? Do you know the old big taqueria Mexico on Military across from South Sudden? Across from the Sam's, the big one?
Mhm.
Well, there's a new one right next to it called Alteños. And that one, all the tacos smack. All the tacos, which is so good.
Go to taco. What?
Go to taco. Oh, my bacon and egg. I will judge a place off of bacon and egg.
Bean and cheese.
I hate bean and cheese. with
I do bean and cheese and carne guisada.
Bean and cheese is my go-to.
And if I'm extra
Bean,
hungry,
cheese,
it's
bacon.
bean and cheese, carne guisada, and potato and egg.
I'm starting to like it a little more. No, I'm not. I hate potato and egg. It's just filler. There's no flavor. There's no texture.
Add salt.
I have a strong opinion about salt. I don't think salt should ever be added to food. I never add salt to my food because I feel that if it needs salt, it's not good.
Get a load of this guy.
I never
Get
add
a load
salt
of
to my
this guy.
food. Ever.
On Ritalin.
But they have the muchachos al machado a la mexicana. I know a la mexicana, but what is that? Yeah,
Machacado?
yeah. What is that?
Potato and egg for the win. Thank you.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
basic. No, she don't count.
What do you mean she doesn't
She
count?
doesn't count.
She is a viewer and she commented it. It counts. Changed my mind.
Anybody who says potato and egg is their favorite taco is lying to themselves and God.
Take your glasses off.
You've lost your vision privileges.
You've lost your vision privileges.
No, I don't like potato and egg is just filler. I can kind of get by. I don't like potato. I can kind of get by with.
Even though we look like one.
You look your thumb boy. No, I can kind of get there with potato and chorizo, but potato and egg just feels like filler. There's nothing. There's no.
You know
sustenance.
what's filler for me?
Huh?
Bacon and egg.
But bacon has flavor. Bacon has the salt, the crisp.
It's not enough to overcome the egg.
You have to ask for bacon
So
and
what
egg.
you're telling me
mixed.
is you like werewolves.
You're the one that likes potato and egg. They both look like werewolves.
Hey. I'm not questioning myself.
You should get that checked out by a doctor.
So you said bean and cheese and bacon.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
I like bean and cheese and bacon.
So Fun fact about bean and cheese and bacon: our second day at Alamo HeroCon, Sal picked up tacos, and he picked up a dozen from Taco Cabana, and they're like, "What kind of tacos would you like?" He's like, "Just make them all bean and cheese and bacon." It was just a box full. They were great. Thank you.
Yes.
They were great.
They were really good. They hit the
Breakfast is
spot.
necessary in those events.
With bacon. I thought that was
Bean
like a
and cheese
thing.
with bacon.
Migas is good, but I have to be in the mood for it.
Okay.
Have to be in the mood.
I don't
for
know what that
migas.
is.
It's the chopped up tortilla chips and egg, cheese, chile, or it's not chile. It's picante.
I can't do. You know what's one thing that threw me off? One of my old bosses gave me a taco, and it was bean, cheese, and egg.
It's weird.
Bean, cheese,
No.
and egg.
One time there was this taco from this place called Chacho's.
Potato, egg, bacon, and cheese. Listen, now we're getting somewhere.
Take out the potato and we're
No.
good.
Why are you being?
I don't
like that?
like potato.
You got your egg and bacon, and I have my potato and egg. That's and his cheese. So look at that. That's a taco we can all
You
have.
just need to add beans.
No, okay.
beans.
Beans.
There was this taco challenge or whatever in Corpus, and it was from a place called Chacho's, if it's still around. Chacho's Tacos. It's not good. The one in Corpus, Chacho's Nachos is good. Chacho's Nachos is good. Chacho's Tacos in Corpus is not that good. No, fries are okay. If they're crispy, they're fine. But I don't like the mushy.
Potatoes are elite.
No,
sir.
they're not.
They help the Irish
Mashed
out of a tough
potatoes?
spot.
They put them in a tough spot.
It doesn't matter. Hey, it depends. You were the optimistic one, ho.
It was the potato famine, dog.
Hey, but that's what they ate to survive, and they're still here.
Okay,
It's all about how you frame the question.
There's a place.
Potato in any shape or form. Wait, what?
Mashed potatoes are good. Fries are good. Oh, I was beat by Antonio. Chacho's Nachos is really good.
A big bean.
But Chacho's in Corpus, they had this challenge. It was a 14-inch tortilla, and the people we're talking to, we talked about Rolando's, and they're like, yeah, this place is better than Rolando's. Like, Rolando's got nothing on this place.
So I'm
We've been
guessing it
there."
wasn't.
No, it wasn't. They had the
Never is.
So you couldn't get the super taco in anything else but their Chacho taco, which was, it sounds good in the beginning until you get to one thing. In one taco, it's bean, cheese, egg, bacon, potato, and carne guisada. The carne guisada with the egg was disgusting.
You know what that reminds me of? That's
The
like
trash can taco.
no. That sounds like they just stood in
It's a
front.
thing.
They had the tortilla and they did like a Subway thing and just walked all the way down the thing. And went,
And they couldn't.
no,
My dad was like, he didn't like the idea of the carne guisada sauce on the egg too. So he was like, hey, can you take that out? And the people were like, the people were like, no, we can't modify the taco. We can't take it out. Yeah, you had to get it as it is.
stupid.
That's stupid.
So I wouldn't go to that place again.
So you
Yeah.
were saying Subway. You know what's really
Brown gravy.
Like those people that do the like just get everything.
How? Say it again.
By the way, my mom's praising your taco knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's watching.
Yeah, she's watching.
Oh, hey.
Also, my dad and my
Hi.
sister. So hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah,
But
why are they in the chat?
I don't know. Oh, they're probably watching on TV.
Okay.
But
Hi.
that being said, when I worked at Subway, I absolutely hated those people that just go through and get everything they could. It's like all the veggies. It's like, dude, not everything.
What are you laughing at?
It's his eyes. I've never seen him open his eyes that wide.
I
He's
just
like,
hate. I'm like,
Wait,
you're just
why,
wasting
though?
time though. It's like, dude, you don't need that many veggies. You're only getting them because they're free. It's like, make a freaking sandwich that tastes good.
Now to go off that though, tangent kind of, Subway sandwiches are so good for the past 3 years, I've had three birthdays and 1 graduation party catered with Subway. I love Subway so much. The Italian herbs and cheese.
This guy's
I had
kept.
everything except olives. No.
Oh yeah,
It's on a 6-inch sub.
I think one of the funniest things was an earlier episode, and somebody in the comment put Subway is caca, and then both of you started like, "What? You're caca with 2 A's."
Who said that?
It was either my dad or Leo.
Somebody
Actually, both
put
of
it.
them.
Oh, it was Leo.
Yeah, somebody
It
put the
was
Subway was
Leo.
horrible. I'm like, dude, it's what you make of it.
But the thing that made me laugh the entire time, or like I rewatched it, and the thing that made me laugh even harder is that Sal jumped in and said, "You chose what was on the sandwich. Like if it tastes bad, it's your fault."
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Subway, people who don't get the Italian,
Your caca.
the Italian herbs and cheese is by far the best bread on God's green
That's
earth.
what I'm saying.
So good.
Have you ever had just a straight up white bread just out of the oven?
No,
Like just straight out of the oven? It's amazing.
really.
Yeah.
I've never, because I don't eat nothing but the Italian herbs and cheese.
No, like
The
after a
flatbread was
while,
good.
the Italian herbs and cheese is the best. But like
Yeah.
fresh out the oven,
The white
the
bread.
white bread is just by
When you try it.
itself.
When
is
you go to
amazing.
Subway, do y'all remember when Subway used to be 24 hours? That shit was so good. That stuff was so good. Sorry, I'm getting passionate.
What'd you say? What'd you
That
say?
stuff is so good.
We
But
get to the 10th episode and
Jimmy John's workers kind of goofy for real.
no,
Yeah,
no,
I don't
no.
like Jimmy
It's
John's.
Just
oh no,
cold cuts, not even quality cold cuts. To be fair, you're not paying premium price.
Yeah,
for
you're not
premium.
paying. I mean,
yeah.
It's
gotten more
expensive.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
expensive, but at the same time, it's just expect what you're
Flatbread is
getting.
good. No, but they have like the rotisserie chicken now. They have the Philly cheesesteak stuff.
They've had that. I
They-
mean,
Oh, they
RaptorStrike Subway's chain.
yeah. Hey,
Franchise?
sponsor
that's
us,
what I'm
Subway.
saying. Like,
We
let's go
love you.
Hey,
franchise to Subway.
listen, if we can get this to Subway and they can give us like sandwiches to eat on stream, I mean,
Man, give me one of those. I'll tear it up live. I'll tear it up live.
the boy took the alley-oop. Thank you. He knew what I was going with that.
I'll tear it up live.
But we did get a question that says, "Do you guys have any bad habits? If so,
Where was that?
what's keeping you from dropping them?"
Oh, do you guys?
This is a probing question. What that is?
breakfast tacos are delicious.
Do I have? I have a lot of bad habits.
Already said mine.
Breakfast
tacos are your bad habit?
I mean, yeah.
Like you need them every day.
No. It's just I have a bad habit of going. Like,
Hey, don't make fun of my boy. I will jump you. We ignore. Hey, Noah, what's that fast food place that has the drive-through? You park your car in the little slot and you get slushies. What is it?
Damn.
What's it called?
Is she making fun of my lisp? Fuck.
of your pronunciation.
Did I? I gotta cut it. I gotta go back and listen to it now. Is
You
that
said
how?
sandwich.
Is that how I said it?
No, you always say it
Yeah,
like
you
that.
always say sandwich.
Yeah, but I've told you once in high school, and you're like, "Oh, we kind of brush it off," and now you say it all the time. And Sonics, you know, you say Sonics, right?
It's Sonic.
Like that's a thing, and we're just like, "Oh, that's what Noah says." you always say sandwich.
Oh man. Okay, well I can't say it now because I'm gonna try to
Try-
pronounce it
You're gonna-
correctly.
Just say it.
Say it.
What kind of Subway? What? Subway? What?
Subway sandwich.
See, you said it again.
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Am I throwing a G in there?
Yes.
It's because I'm the real G. Anyway,
Move in silence like Lazaga. Bad habit.
panic.
No, because that was a thing in high school. Because I even asked you about it, and you didn't like.
Noah's universe is crumbling.
That happened to me.
man.
What was something? It was something with y'all that, like, I realized it's been something else, and I was like having a quarter life crisis.
Was it Tupperware?
It might have been Tupperware, because I would say Tupperware.
I don't know.
But
God. Okay, if somebody can clip this after the show and send me the part where I said sandwich.
DT Mav, if you can put the timestamp of him saying sandwich in the chat,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Damn.
Starts here, sound starts here, sandwich.
Sandwich. Oh man, that's how I pronounce it.
You've always
Yeah.
pronounced it like that.
Okay, well, thanks for pointing that out.
But that's the thing I have, but it was like, oh, it's just Noah. It's fine.
Sonics.
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
And I say sandwich.
Yes.
There it is.
There it
I
is.
hear it.
Now you're aware of it.
I'm aware of it, and I'm still gonna say sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think it's time for intermission because he's going through it.
He's going through it.
No, we're already too far gone. We're almost done with the stream.
We're almost done.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Listen, someone get me a jar because I'm already sweating in this thing.
So bad habits.
You could just take the jacket off.
I like toxic emo girls. Does that count? Mess up my mental
Called
health.
you out. My bad.
Wow.
Don't do that. Never mind. I'll
Pwom, pwom, pwom.
yeah, I'll save that joke for later. No, the reason I'm wearing the jacket is because I
Say
actually
sanguacho.
finally found a figure of Tamaki, which is on the passenger side of the truck. I originally saw it in Florida, and I didn't want to have to deal with trying to get it on the plane, so I didn't buy it, and then I couldn't find it anywhere because they all got sold out. But this was actually a trade-in from Anime Tokyo on Ingram, and they had it, and I was like,
Like in the box and everything?
It is
or-
mine. Yeah, it boxes at home. Boxes at home.
Okay.
Because I'm a dumbass. Anyways,
You're what? You're what? You want to say it one more time?
a dumb sandwich. Anyways, but yeah, all the stripes and everything actually glow under a black light.
Oh, really?
So I thought that was really
So like
cool.
the truck.
Well,
The truck's the whole thing, but
yeah, no,
oh, black light. I'm
black
thinking
light.
like a reflective.
no, a black light.
You got one of those?
No. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Oh, your bad habits.
A bad habit for me, being able to wake up on time.
Yeah,
That's my bad habit, and unfortunately, a lot of people know about that habit that I'm very bad at waking.
You know what sucks is that I'll wake up on time, but my body just won't get out of bed. Like I can be like refreshed and good to go, but I'll be like, oh, just like 2 minutes, right? And it'll be 7:45, and I'm like, ugh.
Your bed never feels better than in the morning when you have to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to be afraid of the demon that stays under my bed, and now I kind of like, hey, you can share the bed. It's big enough for both of us. Listen, I need some cuddles right now.
Rejected by your paralysis demon.
Exactly, man. I can't even get that.
Oops.
Oh man, there goes our set. So we'll do it live. We'll do it live. Sal, what's your bad habit? Oh no,
That
you
ain't
said taco.
a
I said
bad
tacos.
habit. That's a lifestyle.
Yeah, my $10,000 investment. It's the best one you can have.
Bad habit.
Bad habit.
You know what? You know what is a very bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go off topic, or it's not really off topic, but I'm gonna go into something that bothered the ever living crap out of me yesterday.
Yes.
I have a bad habit of not saying no.
Okay.
I have a very bad habit, and that is a bad habit. Change my mind. I take on a lot of jobs, and I just do them. But one thing I hate is if I tell somebody I'm gonna help you with something, and you just pull the pin of a grenade and hand it to me and tell me to handle it. There's no quicker way to piss me off. I had that happen to me yesterday, and I was fuming the whole day. Here's a learning curve, right? Like, don't let something that happened bother you the entire day, but it did. So I came home and I just laid in bed because like I'm just fuming because I was upset. Yeah, no, talk to me. I'm angry. Anyways, I was upset because it's like do to me the same respect that I give you or like anybody, and it's like if I ask someone for help, usually everything's ready.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is show up. Don't expect me to get somewhere that I've never been. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I have to do, and just show up and expect me to just bang it out. Listen, I know I'm good, but I'm not that good. You know, that's my rant over. I'm sorry.
Nice. Any last questions y'all have for us before we start winding down the stream? To kind of, y'all down for Whataburger? Y'all actually done?
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
So
I probably won't eat much, but I'll go.
if any of y'all in chat are down to go to Whataburger, put in chat that you're down for Whataburger, and we will send you the address.
Yeah, we'll reach out to you.
Yeah, we'll reach out to you if you're down. Let us know. And if there's any last questions, y'all have anything fun, any questions to tie up the last like 10ish minutes?
Anything fun, or if you want to see me cry, ask one of those questions.
If you want to see me break his nose.
No, I want you to. No.
What?
I was gonna say I want you to explain Rent a Girlfriend in excruciating detail.
Oh man. Well, at least let's say something. What?
Can you y'all travel? Find my dad.
Just send me a picture of what he looks like. I'll keep an eye out.
We'll put him on the milk cartons.
No,
Oh,
we'll put
man.
the like the missing cat signs with the little tearaway phone numbers.
I know we really didn't talk much about anything that RaptorStrike stands for and all that this episode.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
Be you, stay cool, stay humble.
that's true. We're more on the personal side of it.
For episode 10.
But Joey brings up Rent a Girlfriend, which is an anime, if anyone doesn't know. And it was a good anime, but it was horrible because I related to it in certain places. And there's a character in there that reminds me of someone from my past. And man, I had never been triggered so bad before. This is how bad it was. I was in Denton, Texas. I was watching it. A certain episode happened. What? You didn't have to laugh.
You could have said no, so you didn't have to.
I was in Denton, Texas, and I started driving. I started driving. I wasn't paying attention. It was just I saw it, and I just had like a rush of emotions, and I just started driving. Well, I didn't notice how far out I got until I saw like Oklahoma start showing up on the signs. I was like, I should probably turn around. I should probably turn back around and go to my hotel. But yeah, Rent a Girlfriend is funny. It's cringy. But there's a section, if you really know my past, there's a section, there's a character in there that you know exactly who I'm talking about, and it's horrible. It is horrible because it kind of triggered a lot of memories, and it was just I started driving. almost out of the state, man. Thanks for bringing that up, Joey.
You're welcome.
In the spirit, I need to start taking some of my own advice, and I have to feel those emotions, and I have to sort through them.
That's why I asked that.
No, you didn't. Don't lie to me.
I'm doing it for you.
Yeah, right. That's why you're smiling so big, right?
That's what heroes do.
Sure. Sal, you have anything?
No.
Last time I was in my Google search, what?
$60. Last time that was in my Google search, I lost $60. I mean, lost or what?
Rent a Girlfriend?
What was in your Google search?
Is that allowed?
I don't understand.
Is that allowed?
Is this legal?
Listen, I went to Vegas and not even they called me back. Oh man. Alrighty, well.
Wait, I'm waiting for Gio. Gio, are you down for Whataburger? I know Tony is.
Tony?
Alina?
Anybody
down?
who's down for a late night meal?
Krillin. Text him.
Text him.
I'm asking Justice if he's down. Him and Joseph.
I think it'll be a great time.
Yes.
We can all be sad together because this was a real episode.
Nothing like crying with the homies.
Rent a Girlfriend hasn't been good to me. I don't know how to decipher that.
I don't.
Either which way, we do have a couple of events
man.
coming up. What?
No, this man.
No, I just showered.
Oh, I just texted her too. Okay, events coming up.
We have a couple of events coming up. That is going to be Alamo HeroCon in September, the 23rd and the 24th. We also have Off Rodeo, which is presented by Raptors and Rifles, and Tony said yes. Raptors and Rifles is a nonprofit organization that supports veterans, first responders, active duty members, and that's something I can really stand behind since that's connects to home. Great people to be around. Super fun event that we attended in January, which was Raptors on the Ranch, and they're doing it again. I can't wait for that. I'm excited. We're gonna jump the truck, and hopefully we have some more great footage for everybody to enjoy, and just make great memories out there. What else? I'm still waiting on response from San Japan. I'm hoping that the truck gets into the car show, but that's to be discussed. In all, my biggest thing is I want to thank everyone for the support, whether that be the businesses, family, friends, people that we've met through stream, or if we met you at an event and you're watching now. We really appreciate everything. A lot of this couldn't be done without y'all, without the support. Being episode 10, Sal, Joey, thank y'all so much for going on this journey with me.
2.5 months, baby.
Thank you.
It's been a wild ride, and I'm excited to see where we can go.
Don't cry.
Oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm holding it. I got it.
I saw it.
I've been practicing.
I've been practicing. If you cry in the shower, no one will see your tears.
Exactly. You can just say it's shampoo. Agave's Jewelry, Mr. and Mrs. Villarreal, thank y'all very much for all the encouragement. It's been a pleasure, and it's been a real honor to be able to meet y'all and to conduct business. I mean, I got some of the best pieces of jewelry from y'all, stones, diamonds, sapphires, onyx, whatever you can think of, gold, which is my absolute favorite. CV Fabrication, I have been working with them for years now, and they started with Gwen, and they had sponsored a downpipe for a 2016 Mustang for me, and that was before they got big. When I went back to them about the Raptor and pitched the idea, they said, "You supported us when we were small, and we're going to repay the favor." And I am forever in debt to a lot of the people that,
And by the way, they make really good products, like quality-wise.
It is. I know it just sounds like we're saying that because, we work with them.
Like, with the knowledge I have of like other brands and how they function and how they have, like how their products are made, CV Fab, just the quality is amazing.
It's the attention to detail for me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the attention to detail. It's the customer service. It's the personability of the people that work there. They seem like they have fun doing it. They seem like they have a good time, and it shows through the product 100%. No matter the field, no matter the business, no matter the company, if your people enjoy what they're doing, it'll show. So a big thank you to them. Again, if you'd like to purchase anything off of CVF website, you can use the promo code RaptorStrike for 5% off your order. And I think we're coming to an end. I think it was you know what, this is my favorite episode so far as well.
Clarify, this episode's coming to an end, not RaptorStrike.
Well,
whoa, wait, what's going on?
I don't know. I don't know what I said.
Is the boy band disbanded?
No.
Okay. Okay. Period.
I think this was it was part of the reason why I wanted to start the podcast, was to talk. I want to bring up things that others won't. I want to have people think about things that others won't. And if it's something that you needed to hear, great. If it helps you, even better. Just remember, you're not alone. This too shall pass. And just go with the flow. Just be you. Be cool and stay humble. We do appreciate everything. and we'll see y'all next week. Thank you very much.